Well, welcome to week 2 of 5 of our Purium success training. My name is Joy Taylor, and I'm so excited to be able to promote Purium, number 1, to drink Purium, number 2, to have it in my body, and to support other people in getting healthy and also wealthy through Purium. And this is the kind of business that you get to work on your own terms. This is the kind of business where you really can, over time, create a full-time income or a part-time income, but you can move into it at your own pace. And that's something I really love about Purium. I am an entrepreneur. I teach business, and I also love being a part of the Purium community and sharing Purium as I live my life and through my life. And I believe in residual income. I believe in recurring income. And obviously you do too, because you're here. And you also probably really believe in being healthy and feeling good in your body. And you know that the more you radiate that, the more people are going to come up and say, what have you been doing? You look great, or something's changed in you, which is a perfect lead in to share with them your love for Purium and the products and what they're doing for you. Tonight is step 2, which is all about sharing. And if you remember last week, we did a little overview of what are the 5 steps of Purium success. What are the 5 steps of network marketing? Quick review. The first thing you do is you start. So that was last week. In fact, I'll go ahead and pull that up on the screen now. That was last week where we talked about what's the basics of this business, and we really help people get started in getting oriented, in understanding who we are, what we do, what our job is, and helped you hopefully know that you have so many resources to grow your business that there's nothing stopping you. And so the first of 5 is start. And that's what we did last week. That's what everyone focused on. This week, we are going to do number 2, which is share. Next week, number 3, once you've shared Purium, you enroll others. That's the sales process. That's making sure that they come into the system primo. Step 4, after you have enrolled, you care. And it's all about customer service and customer care. And then finally, week 5 is to lead. First, lead yourself and understand the business, but then coach and train other people in the business. So we start, we share, we enroll, we care, and we lead. And that's going to bring us to some fun and exciting topics tonight, because no matter what stage you are in Purium, primarily what you do to grow this business is you share. The more people we talk to, the more people we sort, the more people we, from our heart, give them the opportunity to look at Purium for their wellness or for a income stream, the more no's we get, the more yeses we get. So there are a multitude of ways for us to get out there. Some people call it outreach. Some people call it education, strategic communication, sharing, marketing. And that's what we're talking about tonight. But specifically, we'll go into a little bit about some ways that you can tell your story, your Purium story, comfortable conversations to have with people. And we're going to utilize some of the company tools to do this. And we're also going to hear from at least one person on the call who's going to give a little insight into how she's been sharing Purium lately. So let's jump in. If you have downloaded the handout, you're looking at Purium Business Success, step 2 of 5, what to do, what to say. And big key to growing your business and feeling comfortable sharing is let the tools do the talking. And I have a stack full of tools right here with me. I love print media, and I also love digital media. We have so many ways that the company is supporting us and being able to tell the Purium story, so you don't have to know everything. What are some of the tools? Healthy Happy Hours is a script. It's a tool. Your website with all the videos, those tools do immense work for us. Other marketing materials of choice, 3-way calls, that's a tool. Text messages with 55678 Purium. You use the word Purium, you're going to get a series of videos. Someone who's looking at the company, they get a series of videos and they're sent back to you. Excellent tool to use. Our Thursday night opportunity calls, actually Forgive me, I didn't update that. They aren't being offered right now, but we do have company calls on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and in our team. And you learned about all those calls. Go to choosepurehealth.com/events, and you'll get a list of all of our calls where you can let that tool introduce people to Purium. Company events are a great tool to introduce people to Purium. And then our group cleanses and group transformation. So right here in the get-go, I'm sharing with you a principle that I learned many years ago, and I still love and believe strongly in. We don't have to know everything. We need to understand we have tools that do, and we want to utilize those tools when we're having conversations with people about Purium. And we can give them those tools, we can walk through the tools with them, but that lets people do their due diligence. So let the tools do the talking, but who are the people that we're connecting with? So I want to make sure that we talk about breaking ice tonight, and we get you more and more comfortable getting out there and talking to people so they're even ready for the step of taking a look at one of our tools. So throughout step 2, you're going to be guided through simple ways. We're going to start with the Fast Start game plan. And I wanted to also let you know that all our marketing tools are available in your back office and at puriumgear.com. And I can even just for a moment, I wanted to make sure that you've all seen puriumgear.com and you know that it exists. And here's the website again. But this Fast Start that I'm talking through tonight, Get Started Right, it is available as well as a lot of other wonderful tools that we use in our Purium business. And the others are available when we log in to our Purium back office and go to the marketing section. All right, so we'll pull up our PowerPoint and let's get a little bit deeper into the Fast Start training. So here is the handout, and number 1, what do you do to get started in sharing? You use the products, because when we use the products, we are a product of the product, and we can speak more genuinely. You know, we love the products, we want to share with them. Become a walking billboard, do a transformation, or do the core 3 and see how it shifts and changes your physiology or you emotionally. Then we give out the gift cards, and we partner up by turning our gift cards into cash. And we're going to talk about how that works more specifically right here. If you are to continue to share Purium with people, this proven system, within 30 days, you can earn $750. Now, what that would be is you finding 5 people that want to join Purium and do the transformation with you. And in the process of sharing, having conversations with others, if you find 3 people who want to join at our medium platinum pack, that's going to be $150 commission based on each of them. Plus you become a consultant, which gives you $50. So by sharing gift cards, by having authentic conversations with others about the transformation in core 3 or about doing the business, the more people you share, the more yeses you'll get, and you enroll people and earn amazing commissions. But who are you going to talk to? So there's many audiences. Most of us, when we get started, we just go inside or to our Rolodex or to our phone, and who do I know that is looking for greater health? Who do I know who loves a good fitness challenge? Who do I know who's been trying to lose 5 pounds? Who do I know who's an athlete looking always for the best? Who do I know that really appreciates GMO-free and gluten? And just run through your phone, run through your database, run through your mind. Who are people that would like Purium? Because I just got to let them know I'm doing it and see if they're interested. It's an attitude of sharing. I love the word share. I'm not selling. I'm not prospecting. I'm just thinking, who do I know who would really like to know about this stuff? And I want to notify them. Make your list. In this Fast Start, it says make a list of 10 people who might be interested for health benefits. If you're on a roll, make a list of 100 people. and then star the ones you want to start with. This is your warm market, and this is also maybe your kind of affiliate market, people who already know, like, and trust you. And so these are the first people we want to go to and ask if they've heard of Purium, if they've heard of the amazing 10-day transformation with David Sandoval's incredible live green foods. We want to ask them if they were still thinking of going on a cleanse this spring. You found one. You know, it's a personal conversation. So then we're also making a list of people we know who would be what? Looking for a residual income. Maybe they're in the service industry, like a yoga instructor, a hair salon, a massage therapist, and they could diversify their income, not trading time for money. Who do you know that is in the service industry that might consider another income source that's based on long-term residual commissions? Who do I know that's really good at business? Who do I know that I always dreamed of doing something with? And I think this would be fun. Who do I know in the United States, in Canada? Who do I know in Europe who cares about their health, but also is open-minded to being an entrepreneur? Wow, that list can grow too. People who already know, like, and trust me. People I've met, right? Someone I picked up their card at that chamber meeting who was mentioning to me that they love health and they're thinking of cleansing. So start making these lists and really get into, I'm sure most of you have done this. If you have new people, I love this fast start. Get into the space of who do I know? And if you've been in the business a long time, and I know this for myself, never stop this list. Now, this might be a written list. It might be a Excel spreadsheet. It might be a stack of cards, and it might be something you do on your phone with the Prospector app. But a living list of potential people that we continue to drip or share Purium with is how this business works. In the now and, in the warm market. These are lists of people you already know, like, and trust. I'm going to expand this concept just a little bit here and now and say that the other thing I like to do is create fictitious people. Who am I going to meet somehow in the future that is going to want to do Purium as a business with me? And I start making my dream team list. Someone who's great online, someone who just catches the vision and is health conscious, someone who's been looking for a conscious network marketing company who has experience in it. I start thinking of the types of people I want to invite into this business, professionals. Write your list of characteristics of that dream team partner or partners. And we will find, and you will be inspired to join networking groups. You will be inspired to join online groups, find people on LinkedIn, go to events, but you will start attracting those types of people because the more you know who they are and ask yourself, where do they hang out and how can I get myself in front of them, the more you'll be able to meet your potential perfect business partners. All right, so we have to think about who we're going to talk to that we already know and who we want to meet that would be interested in Purium. And then what can we do? A real simple thing that people do to get started in sharing is social media. Go public. So go to your friends, your family, your coworkers, and let them know what you're doing. So number one, you can get the support you need if you're doing the transformation or changing your life. And you might even find a few people who want to do it with you. One of the best ways to go public is on Facebook. And you'll see here this post of someone who's gone through the transformation. Sometimes people post, I'm about to start a transformation, but you can create your post and you'll start getting private messages or people posting, and you can have a dialogue, and that dialogue can lead to you giving them a gift card. You can also go public just carrying your Purium bottle with you wherever you go, and people start asking you. And you just begin having more and more conversations about what you're excited about. When people ask you, hey, what do? You can just tell them whatever your job is. But what I'm really excited about is I just finished a 10-day transformation. I found a company I'm partnering with. It's all about GMO-free superfoods. Go public. A, ask the magic question and avoid word vomit. So here's a sample script. Have you ever heard about the 10-day transformation? Another sample question around business. Have you ever heard of Purium and gift card marketing? Simple questions that could come up in conversation. So if you bring up the have you ever heard of the 10-day transformation sample script, that friend or person might say, no, what is it? And the response could be something like, it's an awesome superfood green food cleanse. It helps people break their addiction to processed foods and lose 5 to 20 pounds in just 10 days. It's awesome, it's simple, it's on the go, and it really works. I lost 8 pounds. You want to learn more? Friend, yes, absolutely. You, great. Take out your phone and text the word Purium to 55678. Hand them a $50 gift card and tell them to visit your, mypuriumgift.com. They can place their order. I personally like them to give me a call after they watch the videos, or I get their information because I'm going to follow up with them. They're learning. Now the tools are doing the talking. Move to a tool. So we are doing the game plan, and M is move to a tool. So lead your prospects to a higher source of information. Let these tools work for you. So what are your favorite tools? If you haven't explored all of them, now is the perfect time to do that. Is it the Prosper magazine? Is it your website? Is it the text messaging? Is it a 3-way call? Is it a healthy happy hour? Is it another one of our marketing materials? But once they say they're interested, you have enough of a rapport and conversation to know what it is they are looking for, then you can better direct them. You can follow up with an email. And so you definitely want to gather people's information, make sure you have it. I like to, when I invite people to move to a tool, I like to say, well, when would you have an opportunity to watch this, to review this? And then they will give you an answer. Hey, I can do this in the next 3 days. Perfect. So that brings us to right around Saturday or Sunday. Would Saturday afternoon be a good time for me to call you? Sure. Okay. So we set a time. How about 3:30? That's our follow-up appointment. So if you can make appointments, it gets people more focused on looking at the tools, and then you have an opportunity to answer questions or do a 3-way or talk more with them. And we're just coming from respect, right? This is someone who said they want to lose weight, or they want to change their diet, or they want to give up an addiction, or they want to look at a business and they're open. We give them the appropriate tools, let them research, see how excited they get, and follow up. When I do the follow up, I like to reference the tool. What piqued your interest? What got you excited about that tool? What were some of the highlights that you saw looking at the website? Get them starting with what's positive, and then be there for them. What are your questions? What are your goals? What is it you most want right now in your life? And how can I help you receive that through Purium? That's when we get to enrolling someone and getting them started right. We'll talk more about enrollment next week. You can also invite people to healthy happy hours if you're doing those on a consistent basis, which has been a wonderful way to share Purium. So just reviewing a little bit, we've been talking a little bit about your warm market. So this is your living list. So who are the people that are interested in Purium? Who already knows, likes, and trusts you? So if you have the Purium Success Guide in front of you, you'll see that there's a bunch of questions and ideas about how to utilize gift card marketing so that people can redeem their products. I'm going to go ahead and first off, just say hello for a second. And I want to go further into a little bit about how to approach your warm market, how to approach your now market, and some other ideas for outreach in the cold market or this broad spectrum market. But before I do, I did invite one of our Purium diamonds on the call to share a little bit about how she has moved into becoming one of these fabulous promoters in Purium, constantly bringing people into the Purium business. So I'm searching out here to see if I can, oh, I don't see her. There she is right now. Great. I'm going to ask Pranada to share just for a few minutes how she's been sharing Purium with people recently, because last month, man, I don't know, 5 new people joined the business. So Pranada, thanks for sharing a little bit.
Hi. Yes. So, well, this last month, it was pretty fun. I had a week, it was last week, where I just started getting phone calls out of nowhere. I was kind of working computer and putting the energy in with Purium, and every day I got a phone call, and it was just nice because felt like it was coming out of nowhere, a payoff from past efforts that I had put in. And basically, there was one woman who I've been posting, every week or so, maybe I post something about Purium or just, what I'm doing with it. And one lady, I haven't talked to her for 2 years, and she's a spiritual community that I'm involved in, and we've just stayed friends. I was looking at my Purium posts, but she had heard about the 10-day transformation, and she called me up because she's like, you, the other person that I had heard it from. So her and her partner wanted to do the cleanse, and so I told them a little bit more about the gift card marketing, and so they ordered, and they're going to start their cleanse soon, and then mind that I had been also talking to at my spiritual community gatherings. That's been months ago that I started talking to him. He has the entrepreneurial spirit that very health conscious and loves, I know he's
Pranada.
Yeah. Yes.
Your internet's so slow that I'm going to ask you to hold your thought and maybe share next week a little more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we heard, but it was a little fumbled, was a lot of your past efforts were paying off now. And at first you were thinking, why is everyone calling me? This is somewhat random, but you really, you had been doing a lot of posting on Facebook. You had been connecting with people in some like-minded communities. And I know you also have done a lot of booths and expos and whatnot. So I'm going to fill in a couple blanks. Did I catch that pretty good?
Yeah, I'm at a cafe. I didn't know the internet would be slow.
No, this was perfect. It's good that you shared a little bit, because I would have not said what you said. And I think it's so true that sometimes we forget. We think, and sometimes people get discouraged at the beginning because people are saying no, or people aren't getting back to them. But 2 months, 4 months, 5 months down the line, those efforts, those reaching out, those coming from your sense of caring to others can come back. And they do. They did for Pranada, and it's happened for me a lot. So I'm really grateful that you shared that, because it's very, very important. And I also know, because we've been working together, that you are connecting with people in various markets and in a very gentle way. And that's what's so important, that we really do this in a gentle, beautiful way. Hey, I'm just going to back up and give a shout out to Ron Bond, who's part of this success manual and been a mentor of mine for years, who's part of our Purium community, and just thank him for reminding us to come with our big-hearted, socially conscious approach as we're sharing this opportunity with others. It is a people business. It's all about getting to know people, finding out what they need, and helping them. So cultivating your warm market is going to be approaching the people you already know. So make your living list, invite them to healthy happy hours. You can say things like, I'd love to have you try some of the superfood drinks I represent. Would you like to sample and come to a party and learn more? It's a happy, healthy hour. It's only an hour. It's a great way to invite people. Let your healthy happy hours be playful, fun. There's presentations and scripts, and then do it your own style. You can invite people to Purium-sponsored events, including online events and phone calls. one of my favorite things to ask potential business partners is if the right business came along, would now be a good time in your life to take a look? And then if it is, well, we have this training near you, like the regionals, like the Crown events. It would be a great time to get to know Purium and what they have to offer. Notify, this is what Pranada was mentioning, it's on the game plan. Notify your warm market via social media and phone calls and emails and postal meetings and however you want to, but let them know that you're doing these cleanses, that you're doing group cleanses, that you're about transformation for health, and that you would like them to know what you're up to for referrals, but also thought they might be interested. Serve Power Shake and other greens at parties, potlucks, and events. Bring them with you wherever you go. Gift people you know with product, or gift them with a gift card. We've wrapped them up and make them so pretty that it's like a thank you. I wanted to thank you for everything you've given me. You can use your gift card and have something shipped to them also, and then you pay the shipping. Bartering as a way to introduce people to our products. If there's someone who has a service or another product that you're interested in, why not trade for a Power Shake? Contact people who are members of the associations you belong to and invite them to, I think most appropriately, a healthy happy hour, including our online healthy happy hours. Continue to ask people for referrals, people you know. Who do you know that might be interested in a residual income with a GMO-free organic superfood business? And develop promoters. Some of your warm market, some of your closest friends, it might, for whatever reason, not be a match for them, but they might know people who know green foods and are looking for this kind of a income stream. And some promoters would be having a chiropractic lobby office or salonist who wasn't interested in the business actually have your flyers up there promoting. I've have a few people that are doing that for me, and that's been a nice way to slowly get referrals. So that's a little bit about the warm market. Now, the now market, these are people you meet in life. So first and foremost, make friends and get to know people. We come from service, not from sales. So we want to have courage. If you're feeling like you're not ready to talk or you have some hesitation, wait. Trust your instincts and intuition, but don't trust your fear. So you have to, know yourself well enough to know, oh, that's fear talking. I'm going to get over it. And I'm going to start having conversations with new people I meet. And it's first getting to know that person. You may not bring up Purium for 1 or 2 or 3 conversations unless it is absolutely natural. Set the intention to start conversations with new people you meet each and every day. Break the ice. Learn about people. And if it's a match and you start speaking about health, get their contact information and follow up with them. But for shy people, even just getting out there and making the commitment to learn to get to know new people every day, that's a courageous act. That's moving in the right direction. If you meet someone in the now market and it is a big yes, and for some reason conversation gets going towards Purium right away, absolutely 55678 text message is one of the great tools we've already reviewed. You move to a tool. If you have a healthy happy hour coming up, invite them to that. Have those invites with you. Have marketing print tools with you. Invite new people to your healthy happy hours. Hey, wear Purium branded clothing or carry the bottle, and you're more apt to connect with people in the now market who ask you, wow, what is that Drink Responsibly t-shirt all about? One of our Purium Gear t-shirts. Get to know people, collect their information. How else can you meet people in the now market that are going to be like-minded? Enroll in classes and programs where you'll meet new friends and get to know, build relationship. A 5-week class in drumming, a business class, a chamber, a networking, a women's leadership, a fitness gym, any opportunity you have to be at meetup groups. Wonderful way to be around people who would be interested in Purium. Vegan groups. and get to know people. There are people looking for Purium, which is a really important tone I want us all to have as we go out and share. We're not pushing, we're not desperate, we're not coming from conniving or manipulation. We are coming from our hearts. We are coming from, there's people out there looking for Purium, and I want to be the first one to tell them about it because they're going to love me, because there are the perfect matches for this company. Our job is to get out there, be an agent of the company. So build those relationships, share Purium as it unfolds. Join a chamber of commerce is another way. You can also get active on social media, join social media groups, vegan groups, join LinkedIn discussion groups. And don't lead with Purium. Take your time, build your relationships, and over time, people are going to ask about you, and it's just going to be clean, clear, and appropriate to share the Purium business and the Purium products. So we've talked about the warm market and the now market, and this is a little bit about your cold market. This is connecting with new people. Purium Healthy Happy Hours that you promote in your community with flyers or lobbies or through promoters or online. Linking your Purium website to other related sites, people are going to maybe start finding you. If you are skilled at internet marketing, by all means, utilize it to grow your Purium business. Do the funnel, do the webinars, do whatever it is you know to do to get some content out there to get people excited about this wonderful opportunity and their $50 gift card. List your business in directories and online. Send out press releases if you live in a small town. We've done that. Offer grand opening in your office. And that's a great way to have a healthy happy hour that's more festive. Do a booth at an expo, a community show. You can do it at farmers markets in some cases. You could also do it at art walks. So that's one way also to share in this, what we call cold market. And then finally, contacting health professionals, and be very open and expansive to the nail techs and the foot reflexologists, as well as maybe the chiropractors and massage therapists. But fitness trainers, getting out there, contacting them, asking them if they would like to diversify their service business into carrying a GMO-free product line. And I like to say I specialize in helping practitioners and service-based individuals in creating a reoccurring income stream. And would you be interested in learning more? So I hope that we've given you some ideas here of how to share, some ideas of what to say. And I'm going to spend a tiny bit more time in the how to tell your story and how to break the ice and how to have conversations. And then we'll call it a close for tonight. But before I transition into that, I just want to remind us in our growing opportunity with Purium that we can start now and we can learn as we go. And it's a really good idea to focus in on just what your gifts and talents are and lead with that. So I've covered a lot about the warm and the now and the cold market. Well, where are you most comfortable? And in what arenas and what tools are you most comfortable? Start there and practice. And like Jim Rohn said, at first you might tell 10 people and you get 9 no's, I'm not even going to look at it, and 1 who's willing to take a look. Great. Your odds are going to go up the more you talk to people, the more you practice. Okay, so let's talk about how to practice and what to say a little bit. And then mostly I want to reference you to this guide because there's many more pages in step 2 that are going to get you to drill deeper into how to communicate your story. And telling your personal Purium story in a common language, the language of feelings, is simple, it's effective. So here's some examples of how I felt before Purium and how it changed me and what a difference that made. Before taking Purium, I was tired a lot of the time, and I was prone to periodic depression, which I tried to hide. And I'm ad-libbing, obviously. So be real. And I really tried to hide it, but it was so difficult. I really just wasn't inspired in my life. Then I started taking Purium. And after 2 weeks of the GMO-free greens, my mind started getting sharp again. My fitness level has totally gone up because I want to exercise. And I'm really feeling more committed in my life. I can't believe how much this has changed. Depression, I've had the most stable, well, I'm going to say month in my life. So this made a huge difference for me because I feel like I have some tools that can help me experience my full potential. I'm so grateful for Purium. That's one story. We get these stories all the time. If you scroll down in your own Success Guide handout, you will see these incredible stories. And these are real people that are telling their truth about losing 11 pounds in 10 days, about a woman's husband whose blood sugar had spiked to 400. And he finally did the 10 days and his blood sugar went to 132. So these are authentic, true opportunities to just share what we're passionate about with other people, whether it's the business, weight loss, more mental clarity. So take a look at these scripts, but own one as your own. What's your Purium story? There is a link at the Success Guide on a Getting Started training. It goes extensively into more ways to help you feel comfortable talking about Purium. Here's a template. How would you tell your personal story? Here's the template. Before Purium, X, Y, and Z, I felt like. Now, because of it, I feel like. And it really made a difference for me. And here's why. One way we break the ice and we have conversations with people in the society is people ask, what do you do for a living? So the next many examples are ways you can answer the question, what do you do for a living? Joe asked Dave, Dave, what do you do? Dave answers, well, you know how a lot of people never seem to have enough time or money to do what they really want in their life? Joe responds, yes. Dave continues, well, I help them solve those two problems. So if Joe doesn't immediately ask Dave, what do you do? Then Dave can say, do you want to hear how I do that? And then we talk about how we help people have more time and money through residual income. So lots of examples that are based on business, health, and nutrition. You know how some people would like to have better health and energy and need someone to assist them in making a choice that will fit their lifestyle and help them achieve their goals? Well, I help guide people to better nutrition using superfoods. Do you know anyone who would be interested? So lots of examples of how to answer the question, what do you do for a living? Lots of training also available online at our Choose Pure Health site, in the Purium back office. But get comfortable sharing in creative ways with others what you do with Purium that you're excited about, that you're passionate about. And then most important as we are sharing Purium is to learn how to listen. We're going to talk so much more about that next week because enrolling others is all about listening to make sure we enroll them with what will serve them the best. And sharing is about listening too, because we don't know what to share with people until we've taken the time to listen to find out what's important to them right now in their life. So what are your health goals? Are you interested in health? What's happening in your life? Tell me about your family. Tell me about your job. If you sense they're not satisfied in their job, you're beginning to listen and you're seeing maybe they have an interest or a need or a desire to change their career. So sharing is offering tools, but sharing is really listening. So making sure that as we move through life, as we move through our Purium adventure, we're continually coming from a place of heart and giving. So how do you get prepared to share? Who do you share with? I recommend you review everything we just went through and dive deeper into some of the tools. What is it you like most? Is it the gift card? Do you like the rise of the entrepreneur for people who are interested in the business? I really love using this catalog as a tool. I've even used David Sandoval's Green Foods Bible as a tool. Hey, read this book. If someone finishes this book, they're a good candidate for this business. The transformation is a wonderful tool. Our website is a fabulous tool, and the text messaging and three-way calls are all the tools we have at our disposal as we're getting to know people, finding out what they're interested in, finding out where they're at in their life, and offering them the opportunity to take a look at our Green Foods program, to take a look at the Purium business. And if you are feeling like, I'm not really making money yet, how can I tell others? Couple things. Number one, you know someone in your upline, in your up team who's making money. So you can just be as honest and clear as you want. I just started, and I'm working with some people that are already earning six figures, or who are earning $2,000 a month, and they just, got started in this. They've got a new residual income. I'm so excited to be learning with this team, and I'm looking for people to do the business with. So utilize and leverage those that have gone the way before you. The other thing that you have as an advantage is you do have the advantage to say to people, I'm just getting started. I would love to grow this with you. Let's play together. Let's lock arms together. It's so fun to get engaged with leaders' businesses at the front end and be on their front level and just lock arms and learn and grow with them. So let people know you're excited. Now is a great time for people to join you in Purium. And learn as you go. Learn as you go is one of the biggest, most important things I could say, I think, is we get better by doing it. I know that for myself. I fumble all the time. I'm not as natural as I want to be all the time, but I'm willing to get to know people, and I sometimes miss opportunities, and I wish I had said something, and I sometimes forget to follow up with people, but it's what we do over and over and over consistently in the long run that elicits those surprise phone calls 2 months later. Hey, remember that cleanse you told me about? I'm ready now. And that's what we do. That's what we do with this business. So I hope this was helpful. Connect with your up team. Connect with the people who are enrolling others, and do a brainstorm session based on your skills, your talents, what you love. How do you want to share Purium? You want to start with people you know and get on the phone? You want to go social media? Do you want to do some expos? Do you want to join some classes and network? We've given you so many ideas tonight, and I know that if you connect with some people in your team that are mentoring you, you can hone it down and say, this is what I want to do to get started. And how many people do you talk to a day? As many as you possibly can, but set a goal. Some of us just say 2 a day. Others have the goal, I'm going to connect with 5 people a day. 10 people a day, but you are sharing Purium on a daily basis, 2 a day, minimum. Practice and track it. The more you share, the more you earn. So I am going to stop our recording, open up for Q&A. And for those of you who listen to the recording, I do hope that you found this helpful and that you become a messenger, a greater, stronger, more confident messenger of Purium.